Hi, Coach Teresa here, and I want to talk today about co-parenting communication. When couples fail to communicate well, often their intimate relationship meets its demise. But when you share children together, you have to continue communicating even after you've split as a romantic couple. But how do you do that? You couldn't make it happen when you were together. Well, I've found that in the parents that I coach, most of them have one main difference. They have different styles. One wants more detail and is more detail oriented in general, and the other is, a little less detailed. They like to keep it simple. They use the KISS method. And, they answer what's asked, but they really don't give you anything more. And they don't always ask for more detail when they're given an answer to a question. But as you continue to communicate as parents, this leads to feelings of one of them feeling left in the dark, the one that really prefers more detail, and one feeling like they're being interrogated, judged, and maybe even their parenting skills questioned. Parents tend to assign motives to, the incoming communication they're getting from the other parent. Why are they asking me all these things? They're judging me. They're trying to blame me for something or look for me to slip up. And really, it just comes down to a simple need that this person that has a desire for more detail in their normal communication mode is lacking. They feel like they need to bridge a gap. They've lost a piece of the connection they have to their child when they're not with them. And to feel more secure about how their child's being cared for, when they're not with them, they seek more information. So, how do you fix this? Well, I created a form and it's pretty easy to use. I want to share it with you. This form is going to prompt you to share information that your co parent who desires more detail may appreciate. Now, you're probably going, what do I care? I don't even like them anymore. Or maybe you do like them. The point being, you thought you were done with having to accommodate them. And I want you to get something straight. This isn't about just accommodating them. Yes, that's a side effect of it. But the real reason you're doing this is because it enables your co parent to be a better parenting teammate to you. If they feel more comfortable with the information they have and feel like they can better support their child as their parent, isn't that a good thing? So, back to the form. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see how this works. Okay. So I'm bringing up teresaluce.com, my website. What you'll see is there is a option at the top, co-parenting help, that you can hover over or click on, like I just did. And there's a drop-down menu that has co-parenting communication form. So you click there. It's going to bring up some basic information for you to read through about how to use the form, or you can just skip down because it's pretty self-explanatory, really. And you see the form in the blue here. Basics, date, your name, your email address. And if you want to give your co-parents' email address, great. You don't have to. And then you're prompted to provide specific types of information to your co-parent that fills in the gap of what's going on with the child when they're not with them. Things like physical health updates, emotional and mental health updates. Maybe there's a 2-year-old in play here, and the 2-year-old is having meltdowns on a daily basis, or when you guys trade off. This is where you can trade notes on these sorts of things. Notable experiences. Maybe they went on a field trip this week at school or did something else really exciting for the first time, like went to gymnastics or joined a new club. Whatever the case, you can share those experiences here, which will, for both of you, enhance your parenting experience overall. In this bottom section is an opportunity for you to share parenting challenges and choices. Now, this isn't to try to impose your will on the other parent or, chastise them for their choices. It's about trading notes. It's about sharing what works for you and what things you're having problems with that you think they might be able to help you with when it comes to parenting your child together. So think of this as an opportunity to connect in a way that is low contact. You're just going to fill out this form and then download the completed form. I didn't fill in all the fields, so it's not letting me do that. So let me just put some garbage in here so we can do it. So you can see what happens next. And I don't have to fill in that field. I'm just going to put in garbage here just so it lets me get past it. You notice you could save it as a draft. That went away now, but you could have saved it as a draft and come back. I only save the information out there in a cache file for about 10 days, and then it goes away, and I don't save it on my side on my database or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about your information being used for anything. But here you can rename the file if you want and save it locally. And from there, you can see what the form looks like by clicking on it after it downloads. Of course, we filled in a bunch of garbage here, but you can see everything you typed in. And then you simply would send it as a file attachment in whatever method you use to communicate with your co-parent in writing, whether that's messaging, email, or a co-parenting app. So I hope this helps to really kind of prompt you through the basic things that another parent who desires more detail, like me, might want to know about in those gaps when the child's not with them. It's really not about you. It's about them. It's about them needing that information to feel like they're doing the best job they can as a parent. And in the end, it will benefit you as well because you will have a better parenting teammate. I hope this helps. Tell me if you try it out and how it goes for you. Thanks.